A video is being shared on social media that claims to show Brian Laundrie's mom Roberta dressed in a black dress and hat the day before his remains were identified by investigators. The clip, first shared to TikTok on October 20th, purports to have been captured earlier the same day by a neighbor living across from the Laundrie family in Northport, Florida. On the morning of October 20th, Roberta Laundrie and her husband Chris joined investigators on a search of Myakkahatchee Creek Park, where they discovered a bag belonging to their son just 90 minutes after arriving. The miraculous discovery, which came after a 5-week search by local police and the FBI, was made shortly before investigators located skeletal remains next to Brian's backpack and notebook. The Laundries were captured on video by a Fox News reporter being told by a police officer, "I think we found something." Roberta was seen wiping a tear away from Chris' face as they were advised to go home. Having arrived at the park at around 7:30 am, Chris and Roberta returned home a few minutes after 9 am. It's unclear when the TikTok video was captured, but it was first posted to the platform on October 20th, the day before the remains were identified as Brian's. Why is Roberta all dressed up? Right as they found articles at the reserve. Immediately following a random delivery to their house, a caption on the video reads, "Mysterious video." Sleuths claimed on Twitter that the video was originally posted by the neighbor to Facebook, though the son could not locate the original footage. It's also unclear who the woman depicted in the footage is. She appears to be wearing a hat and dress, which seem to be black or dark colored. However, the area where she is walking is cast in shadow. Curiously, there are also no reporters visible in the footage. For weeks the family home has been swarmed by news crews and paparazzi. A small memorial to Gabby Petito is, however, visible in frame. Brian's silver Ford Mustang is also seen on the driveway. The Laundrie family lawyer Stephen Bertolino has been contacted for comment about the legitimacy of the footage and whether the woman depicted is Roberta. The son did not hear back by the time of publication. One protester, Andrea Griffin, uploaded a video to her Twitter account on October 22nd claiming to have witnessed Roberta coming out of her home dressed in a black dress and veil. So Roberta Laundrie yesterday decided to wear a black dress and a black veil and come out here and then open her blinds for the world to see her like that, Griffin said. Are you kidding me? Are you frigging kidding me? She's a sick woman. She's sick in the head. That's what's wrong with the family. They're sick in the head. Some sleuths claimed that the video shows Roberta grieving her son's death even before the remains were confirmed to be his. One user said, "Why grieve now? They didn't do anything to search for him even knowing his state of mind. She should have turned him in to at least have him alive. Not to go after 30 days to search for him." Another labeled Roberta the mother of darkness, while a third quipped, "Nice. Now they're adding costumes. Getting ready for the final act." Not all appeared to be convinced that the footage was of Roberta, with one critic writing, "Good old Twitter. Guilty until proven innocent. Have y'all ever seen Roberta?" A TikTok user wrote, "This is not her at all. Laundries flee home." Since Brian's were found last week, the Laundrie family has left their Northport home to quietly and privately grieve the loss of their son, Bertolino said over the weekend. They plan to cremate his remains and forego a funeral, though it's unclear when that may be. A cause of death and time of death have not yet been determined by investigators, because Brian's remains were in such an advanced state of decomposition. While few details have been shared, sources say the remains consisted only of a partial skull and bones. His identity was confirmed by comparing dental records, police said. Experts told the son that even had Brian died on the same day he vanished, September 13th, that wouldn't be enough time for his remains to fully decompose. One former detective said that mostly likely alligators and other animals had snacked on his corpse. The Petito family hasn't spoken publicly since Laundrie's remains were found. Their attorney told News 4 last week they were grieving the loss of their beautiful daughter and would make a statement at the appropriate time and when they are emotionally prepared to do so. Gabby's remains were found by investigators at Grand Teton National Park, in Wyoming, on September 19th, 8 days after she was reported missing and 6 days after Laundrie vanished. She was confirmed by a coroner to have been strangled to death by a human force, and likely to have died between 3 to 4 weeks before she was found. Laundrie was never named a suspect in the case, but is the only person of interest. The couple had been on a cross-country road trip together when Gabby was murdered. Water bottle, matching one in Gabby Petito pic that was found near Brian Laundrie's remains, is being handed to the FBI. Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito. September 1st, Laundrie. September 19th, Gabby's. October 20th.